here there is one medium water और उसके ऊपर there is a medium air. Now in one corner of this fish tank I am placing a torch or I can place a laser and I light this torch. Obviously when I light this torch, light rays are emitted out in all directions. I am considering 5 rays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously all these rays are called as incident rays. So all these points, ये जो points है ना, these points are called as points of incidence. So at each and every point, if I draw perpendiculars, these perpendiculars are called as normals. अभी ये सब हमको पहले से पता है. I want everybody to get the first ray. Look at the first ray. It is traveling along the normal. So tell me, how will it go? Definitely it will go straight without any refraction because हमको मालूम है अगर light सीधा जाएगा तो there is no refraction, light सीधा ही जाएगा. Look at the second ray now. Second ray, light is traveling obliquely. Light थोड़ा टेढ़ा जा रहा है. So obviously refraction होगा. But जैसे मैंने बोला, some amount of light will get reflected. The remaining amount of light will get refracted. So this white light is the reflected light. This red colored light is refracted light. But refraction देखो कैसे हो रहा है. If you see, the light ray is bending away from the normal. Any guesses why it is bending away from the normal? It's common sense. Light is traveling from water to air. That means denser to rarer. And we know if light travels from denser to rarer, it bends away from the normal. And that's why this light is bending away from the normal. In fact, the same thing will happen with the third ray also. Some amount of light will get reflected. The remaining amount of light will get refracted. Or refraction भी ऐसा होगा कि light will bend away from the normal. I want everybody to concentrate on second ray. Concentrate on the second ray. In fact, I will consider some example so that you all understand better. Suppose the angle of incidence here is 30 degree. So here you can see I have marked the angle of incidence 30. And suppose the angle of refraction is 50 degree. Angle of incidence is 30 degree. Angle of refraction is 50 degree. Now simple logic ये है कि if I change the angle of incidence, the angle of refraction will also change. लेकिन this is important to understand how does it change. देखो children, small changes in angle of incidence result in large changes in angle of refraction. I repeat what I said. I said small changes in the angle of incidence result into large changes the angle of refraction. Matlab, if we change the angle of incidence by a small value, angle of refraction will change, but it change with a very, very big margin. Again, that's what I said. I will take numbers so that you understand this better. Suppose here the angle of incidence is 35. Come on, students, check. From 30, it becomes 35. So tell me, has it increased or has it decreased? Definitely it has increased. So angle of refraction should also increase. Lekin from 50, it will directly go to 70 degrees. Example, yeah? So can you see one thing? From 30, angle of incidence to 35, but from 50, angle of refraction directly goes to 70. That means small change here result into large changes here. Come on, let's go further. Suppose now I increase the angle of incidence even more. So from 35, I make the angle of incidence 40. The angle of refraction भी बढ़ेगा, लेकिन ज़्यादा बढ़ेगा. So from 70, angle of refraction will become 90. Now, what do you by angle of action 90? Check. Tell me, is light ray entering into air or is it only traveling along the boundary? It is only traveling along the boundary, right? ये angle of incidence है ना, 30 degree वाला. This angle of incidence is then called as critical angle. I repeat, this angle of incidence is called as critical angle. So what is critical angle, students? Critical angle is the angle of incidence. In very simple language, critical angle is the angle of incidence. लेकिन कौन सा angle of incidence? It is that angle of incidence for which the angle of refraction is 90 degree. Check करो. Angle of refraction here is 90 degree. So this angle of incidence is called as critical angle. So how will you define critical angle once again, friends? critical angle is the angle of incidence for which the angle of refraction is 90 degrees. Now children, look at this word critical. You might have heard of this word before. तुम लोग ने सुना होगा patient is critical. मतलब क्या? He is in his last stage. कभी भी बुलावा आ सकता है. Similarly, this is also the last stage. What if I increase the angle of incidence even more? Suppose from 40, I make the angle of incidence 45. Again, children, tell me angle of incidence बढ़ गया कि कम हो गया? 40 से 45 हुआ मतलब बढ़ गया. तो angle of refraction भी बढ़ेगा. बढ़ेगा मतलब क्या? पहले 90 था तो अभी 90 से ज्यादा हो जाएगा. 90 से ज्यादा मतलब something like this. See, this is more than 90. Now check करो and tell me, is this light entering into air or is it only bouncing back into water? Correct. It is only bouncing back water. So can you see light should have reflected because यहाँ पे water is transparent, air is transparent, तो light होना चाहिए था refract, लेकिन पूरा का पूरा light क्या हो रहा है? Reflect. This phenomena, my dear children, is called as total internal reflection. I will repeat this phenomena once again. Students, light is traveling from a denser medium to a rarer medium. So this light ray is bending away from the normal. Now I told you small changes in the angle of incidence result in large change in the angle of fraction. But वो बढ़ाते बढ़ाते एक ऐसा एंगल आएगा जब angle of refraction becomes 90. That angle of incidence is called as critical angle. If I increase the angle of incidence even more, so instead of refraction, reflection takes place, and this phenomena is called as total internal reflection. Students, if I do this experiment in a lab, it would look something like this. If you see this light beam, it is traveling from water into air. तो होना तो चाहिए refract because दोनों transparent है. लेकिन instead of refraction, if you see light getting reflected, this is what is called as total internal reflection. Now, I want you to understand this, that this total internal reflection cannot happen anytime, anywhere. There are two conditions which are very, very important for total internal reflection to happen. अगर ये दोनों conditions fulfill होगा, तो light will reflect. अगर नहीं होगा, तो light will not reflect. Condition number one is very simple. Light should always travel from a denser medium to a rarer medium. I repeat, the first condition is light should always travel from a denser medium to a rarer medium. See, simple logic है. तभी this light will bend away from the normal और ऐसे जा पाएगा. So condition number one is light should always travel from denser to rarer. Children, I want you all to tell me what should be condition number two. Come on, guess. Chat में लिखो. Condition number two. Come on. I want you all to write this in chat. What should be condition number two? Voice is lagging, voice is cracking. Am I clear? My voice clear?
Yes, sir. Clear to me.
Children, is the voice clear?
Yes, sir. Clear to me.
Okay. Right. So what should be condition number two, students? Someone wrote about critical angle. And that is the perfect answer. Check this. Angle of incidence. ये जो angle of incidence तुम लोग को दिख रहा है ना 40, it should be greater than the critical angle. Angle of incidence should be more than the critical angle. तभी total internal reflect happens. So I told you total internal reflection होने के लिए there should be two conditions. Condition number one, light should travel from denser to rarer. And condition two, angle of incidence should be more than the critical angle. देखो critical angle 40 है, तो अपना अगर angle of incidence 41 हुआ, तो total internal reflection will happen. 42 हुआ, तो total internal reflection will happen. 43 हुआ, तो total internal reflection will happen. But अगर अपना angle of incidence 39 हुआ, so it will not happen. So condition number 10 should be more than the critical angle. Now children, you might wonder कि ये total internal reflection अपने को दिखता कहाँ पे है. So here comes the first beautiful natural phenomena for today. I'm describing an event. I want you to write in the chat what event am I talking about. Sashikant sir, I want your help. You can please read out the messages. In deserts, if you see in desert, when
Yes, sir,
travelers
sir.
travel in a desert, they
Hello, sir.
feel कि दूर पानी है.
Hello, sir. You wanted me to read out something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You wanted me to read out something.
Yeah, I'm asking a question.
Okay.
I'm asking a question. They will write the answers, but because I am in the presentation, I will not be able to see those answers. So I'll need your help.
No problem, sir.
So the example of this total internal reflection is a phenomena which is observed in deserts. Deserts में when travelers travel, उनको लगता है दूर पानी है. When they go towards the water, कुछ नहीं होता है. In fact, उनको ऐसा लगता है कि पानी और दूर चला गया है. Can you guess which phenomena I'm talking about?
MIRA, J, illusion, oasis. It's called mirage. Nimish,
Yes,
mirage,
superb.
Shubham says, I don't know.
The phenomena is this mirage. Answer, someone told mirage?
Many of them told mirage. Many of them,
Superb.
most of them were mirage.
So, you know, if you don't know what mirage is, let us understand this today. I said in very simple language, when travelers travel in a desert, उनको पानी है, लेकिन when they towards water, water goes away from them. When they go towards water, water goes away from them. Actually, पानी वानी कुछ नहीं होता है. उनको सिर्फ एक optical illusion दिखता है कि पानी है. So let us understand what is a mirage and how exactly is this mirage formed. Now, to understand the formation of mirage, let me assume there are some travelers traveling in a desert. Now, children, I mean deserts are generally very, very hot during the daytime. In fact, here in Mumbai, if the temperature goes till 36, 31 degrees Celsius, we start crying, बहुत गर्मी है. In deserts, in summer season, during daytime, the temperature easily reaches 47, 48 degrees Celsius. So deserts are extremely hot. Achha, by the way, when I say deserts are hot, that means what is hot? Sand. Sand is very, very hot. If sand is hot, the air above sand will also become hot, right? Children, what do you know about hot air? Hot air will stay down or rise up. Definitely hot air rise up. तुम लोगों ने मी को कुकिंग करते हुए देखा होगा, the wave coming out, the hot air coming out always goes up. यहाँ से let me divide the air into two parts. यहाँ से air गर्म के ऊपर जा रहा है. अच्छा, कॉमन सेंस, अगर यहाँ से एयर ऊपर चला गया तो यहाँ पे बढ़ गया कि तो गया, कम हो गया. डेफिनेटली दिस एरिया कम्स अ रेयर मीडियम. एंड क्यों यहाँ का एयर ऊपर चला गया, दिस एरिया नाउ बिकम्स अ डेंसर मीडियम. दिस इज हाउ टू मीडिया आर क्रिएटेड. आई विल रिपीट वन टाइम. डेजर्ट्स वेरी हॉट, so sand is very hot, so air above and becomes extremely hot. Hot rises. Now because air यहाँ से ऊपर चला गया, यहाँ पे air कम हो गया, so this becomes rarer and ऊपर वाला area becomes denser. Now sunlight which comes from the sky, it has to go from a denser medium to a rarer medium. हमने पढ़ा है, if light travels from denser to rarer, it should bend away from normal. लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या होता है मालूम है? It does not bend away from the normal. Instead, यहाँ पे the angle of incidence is more than critical angle. Students, मैंने दो बात, मैंने बोला light is fleeing from a denser medium to a rarer medium. ये भी बोला कि angle of incidence is more than the critical angle. And अभी हमने पढ़ा है, these two conditions get filled, so light will not refract, instead it will reflect. This is what is called as internal reflection. तो लाइट जो स्काई से आया वो ये पॉइंट रिफ्लेक्ट हो इनके आंखों में गया. अच्छा, आया कहां से था? स्काई से. रिफ्लेक्ट कहां से? ये वाले से. ये वाले पॉइंट पे स्काई का इमेज बन जाता है. द इमेज ऑफ द स्काई इज फॉर्म्ड एट पॉइंट. Children, tell me, image of the sky will be what color? Blue. So it looks like water. But actually it is not water. It is only the image of the sky which is formed on the sand. And this optical illusion is called as mirage. See children, I'm talking about this. If you see here, you can see water, but actually it is not water. It is purely the image of the sky which is formed on the sand. And this optical illusion, मतलब अपनी आंखों को धोखा होता है. This optical illusion is called as mirage. See, this is what is as mirage. Looks like water, but actually there is no water. Trust me, students. Why go very far in a desert? In fact, अपने Bombay में भी, if you go on a very hot afternoon on a highway, दूर तुम लोग को दिखेगा पानी है, but actually when you go there, there is no water. It is purely optical illusion, and this optical illusion is called as mirage. So mirage are formed because of total internal reflection. I will quickly revise this mirage once again. Desert is very hot. So sand becomes very hot. Air above it becomes very hot. Hot air rises up. So this area जहाँ से हवा निकल गया, it becomes a rare medium. This area जहाँ पे हवा गया is called as a denser medium. Now light coming from sun, from the sky rather, has to go from denser to rare. But the angle of incidence is more than the critical angle. Now because both conditions are filled, it refract नहीं होता है, instead reflect हो जाता है, और यहाँ पे sky image बनता है. This is what is called as mirage. So this was the first beautiful phenomena that we observe in the nature. And again, it is because of a phenomena called total internal reflection. अब दूसरा phenomena. दूसरा phenomena, trust me, सबने देखा है एक बार. But what is this phenomena? I will come to it at the end. के पहले we need to understand a small simple geometric figure, and this geometric is called as a prism. I repeat, the geometric figure is called as a prism. Now what is a prism? Check this. This is a prism. If you see this prism, it is a five-sided figure. कैसे five sides हुआ देखो, ऊपर नीचे ये दो sides हैं और side तीन हैं. So it's a five-sided figure which is made up of two triangles. Check. Triangle number 1 is ABC. Triangle number 2 is PQR. And there are rectangles. Look at rectangle number 1. It is B, C, R, Q. Look at this rectangle. This is rectangle number 2. It is A, P, R, C. And count. This is rectangle number 3. It is A, P, Q, B. So in all, 2 triangles, 3 rectangles, so 5 sides. And this 5-sided figure is called as prism. सब याद रखने का नहीं है. याद रखना है कि अगर मैंने इसको ऊपर से दिखा तो मुझे क्या दिखेगा? मुझे ट्राइंगल दिखेगा कि रेक्टेंगल दिखेगा? Definitely triangle दिखेगा. And henceforth, that's why when we draw a prism, we only draw this, a triangle. So in your textbooks, whenever you see a diagram, जिसमें एक triangle है, remember this triangle is a prism. You might want to be learning about this prism, because prism helps us to understand a very important property of light, and this property is called dispersion of light. Now children, look at this term, white light. Obviously white light का मतलब light which is white in color नहीं होता है. Here white light means visible light. वो light हमको दिखता है is called as white light. अब तुमको लगेगा अपने सब light दिखता है. I'll give you some example. Sunlight is the light which we can see. So sunlight is white light. Moonlight is the light which we can see. So moonlight is white light. But you see ultraviolet light, we cannot see ultraviolet light. So it is not an example of white light. So remember my dear friends, white light means light which we can see. और तुम लोग 9th में observing space telescope वाले lesson में पढ़ा था white light का wavelength. The wavelength of white light is 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer. Now let's move on to dispersion of white light. So here I take a prism. Now this white light, the speciality of white light is not white in color. It is a mixture of 7 different colors. So moment this white light enters the prism, this white light splits up into 7 different colors. And this splitting of white light, ये जो white light split हो रहा है ना, ये वाले property को हम लोग बोलते हैं dispersion of white light. The 7 colors in the reverse order are VIBGYOR. The short form is VIBGYOR. I repeat, the short form is VIBGYOR. I think you all should know this now. V is which color? Definitely violet. I, indigo. B, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So the 7 colors in the reverse order are violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Let us understand the definition of dispersion of white light. Look at this definition, children. The process of separation of light into its component colors while passing through a medium is called dispersion of light. Come on, students. I am giving you 1 minute of time. I want you to by heart this definition now itself. So here we go. Come on, come on, come on. All right. So I want you to try this once. What I want you all to do is I want you all to close your eyes. And as I repeat the definition of dispersion of white light, I want you also to repeat with me. Don't worry, आजू बाजू वाले क्या सोचेंगे, क्या बोल रहे हैं. Forget about all those things. I want you all to revise the definition. 1, 2, 3, go. The process of separation of light into its component colors while passing through a medium is called dispersion of light. Superb. And we know which are the component colors with your in the reverse order. Come on, I want you to look at this diagram. Tell me which color is bending the maximum. सबसे ज्यादा कौन सा color deviate हो रहा है? सबसे ज्यादा कौन सा color bend हो रहा है? Definitely violet. सबसे कम का color bend हो रहा है? Red. So in the reverse order, the colors are Vibgyor. Now children, where do we see dispersion of light in nature? This is the second natural phenomena. Rainbow. I'm sure everyone has seen a rainbow, correct? If you all have seen a rainbow, tell me, rainbow, is it a line of 7 colors or is it a band of 7 colors? Definitely it is a band of 7 colors. Now this band of 7 colors is called as spectrum. Remember children, the word spectrum means band. I repeat, spectrum का मतलब होता है band. So let us understand in detail the last topic for today. How is a rainbow formed? अब जब रेनबो बनता है तब वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स के अंदर क्या क्या होता है? दिस इज व्हाट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. सोचने के लिए आई कंसिडर अ वाटर ड्रॉपलेट. Now obviously if this is a water droplet, there are two media here. One medium is air, another medium is water, or I can say raindrop. Suppose there is an observer and sun is shining very brightly. Now light which comes from the sun is white light because we can see. And as I told you, this white light is made up of 7 different colors. So moment this white light enters the water droplet, what happens is this water droplet behaves like a small prism. Now because it behaves like a small prism, it splits this white light into 7 colors. So you can see the 7 colors coming out. You can see violet bending the maximum, red bending the minimum. अब होता क्या है मालूम है, यहाँ पे है ना ये सातों कलर्स को बाहर आना है. So these colors have to go from water to air. That means denser to rarer. So they should bend away from the normal. Lekin again, they don't go away from the normal. Instead, they get reflected inside the droplet. अब ऐसा क्यों हुआ? Because of the phenomena that we did in the beginning, total internal reflection. Light is going from denser to rarer, as well as the angle of incidence here becomes more than the critical angle. So instead of refraction, these 7 colors get reflected, and yahan se they come out and get refracted and enters the observer's eye. Now, kyunki yahan pe the 7 colors are in the observer's eye, observer can see a rainbow here. You know, rainbow dekne ke liye na, the condition, as you can see in the presentation, sun jo hota hai na, sun, it should be slightly behind the observer. And moisture jo hota hai na, moisture, matlab water droplets, they should be in front of the observer. तो सन थोड़ा अपने पीछे होना चाहिए, मॉइस्चर थोड़ा अपने आगे होना चाहिए, तभी हमको रेनबो दिखता है. So you can also see one thing, rainbow is not just forms of dispersion of light. There are 4 things happening inside the droplet. देखो सबसे पहले लाइट का डायरेक्शन देखो, जो ऐसा जा रहा है वो थोड़ा बेंड हो गया. हम लोग को मालूम है चेंज इन डायरेक्शन वाले प्रॉपर्टी को क्या बोलते हैं? रिफ्रैक्शन. तो सबसे पहले होता है रिफ्रैक्शन. Then white light splits into 7 colors. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Dispersion. तो second property जो यहाँ पे है वो है dispersion. Third, देखो ये colors वापस bounce हो रहा है, इसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? Reflection. And fourth, यहाँ को light का direct वापस change हो रहा है, तो again there is refraction. So actually there are 4 things happening in a sequence. सबसे पहले refraction, then dispersion, then internal reflection, and then again refraction. And it is because this combination of so many things happening, we can see a beautiful 7-colored rainbow. Now children, this is what your homework for today is. I will just tell you what your homework is. What you need to do is, I will show you the photograph of your textbook. This is page number 78. Look at the diagram at the top, figure 6.9. It's the diagram of total internal reflection that we studied today. You will draw this diagram twice. And उसके नीचे देखो रेनबो फॉर्मेशन का डायग्राम भी है और उसके लेफ्ट साइड पे रेडिएशन का आंसर भी है. So you will draw of rainbow formation twice and you will learn that answer. आंसर लिखना नहीं है, आंसर सिर्फ पढ़ना है और ये दोनों डायग्राम्स तुमको ड्रॉ करना है. So what I'm doing is I'm giving you 30 seconds of time. फटाफट तुम लोग स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो, फास्ट. All right, everyone has taken a screenshot. So I repeat what the homework is. These 2 diagrams, you will draw it twice and rainbow answer हमको by heart करना. So basically, as promised, today I taught you 2 natural phenomena. One natural phenomena called mirage. It was based on total internal reflection. Second natural phenomena was formation of rainbow based on so many things: refraction, total internal reflection, dispersion. So Sashikant sir, was the topic that I was supposed to teach?
Yes, sir.